Real Person Hair Play, Head Massage, and Hair Brushing by ASMR Massage, Melissa. I begin by feeling the hair, taking it in between my fingers, and just moving it away from the front of the face, taking strands that are in front of the ear and placing them behind. Using a brush, I begin to sweep over the ear, down the hair, going over the other ear and down the hair, using sweeping, long, fluent motions with the brush, making sure that I go under as well. Letting the brush make strong, secure contact with the scalp as it glides through the hair. Catching the bangs, tying them in to the back of the hair with the brush, under, by the neck, down the hair, over the ear, down the hair, up from the neck, down the hair, over the other ear, down the hair. Working my way into being able to gather the hair together just in one hand, letting the hair drape over my arm as I hold it all gathered together in my left hand. Fluffing it out a bit. I take my brush and I sweep it into my hand, going from the left to the top of the head, into the right side. Continue just to gather it and put it in my hand. Then begin just to brush the ponytail part of the hair that I've got free from my hand, letting it spill over my arm. I retrieve a hair tie. I begin to very gently twist the hair. Continue twisting as the hair is long. It begins to circle on its own. Twisting the hair, making it into the bun on the top of the head. Secure it with a hair tie, going over it twice, making sure it stays in place. Then feel around the head, the shoulders, and I begin to hand sweep from the left shoulder across the neck to the right one. Just very fluid, soft motions. Using a medium pressure to keep good contact. Then piano play with my fingers all across the upper back, the left shoulder, the lower neck, the right shoulder, back to the neck, the left shoulder, across the neck, the right. Then push in, sweep across, push down on the shoulders, sweep across, push down, sweep across, push down, 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 down to the edge of the shoulders. Then using some karate chopping, I very gently and lightly start to alternate my hands from one shoulder to the next, using the sides where the pinkies are at. Just going back and forth from one shoulder to the next. Then using both hands at once, do some karate chopping using the left and the right hand at the same time. Then I sweep some more, nice and slowly. Continuing the sweeping motions, I begin to get up the hair, starting at the shoulders, move my way towards the head and go up the back of the head. Then using some more pressure techniques in the top of my fingers, I put one hand on top of the other and I begin to press all along the back and the neck. Again, working from the left to the right. And squeezing the shoulders, working on the upper back. Work on bringing the shoulders back to a place that is a bit more natural. Then squeeze the back of the neck, working on those muscles that are used all the time to keep your head certain position. Say I work hard and become tired. Could use some relaxation and some tender care. Squeezing the neck, squeeze the neck. I'm working my way up as I squeeze. Continuing this motion. With each squeeze, I move up the neck. Up. Move up some more. Starting at the bottom, going up. A little further up, rubbing my hands into the hair. Then using alternating fingers, I push in with each tip very quickly, alternating fingers, and go across the shoulders. Sweep my hands back into the hair. Then working on the hair again, I release the hair tie, removing it from the bun that I created. Now going back to the brush, use it to brush out the hair, using slow, steady motions. Down the hair, starting at the hairline, continue to brush all through the hair. Then I use my fingers, I begin to shake out the hair, providing some good circulation, added circulation to the top of the head. Keeping the hair from flying everywhere. I secure it with my left hand as I shake on top of the head with my right. Just shaking with my fingertips, securing it with my left hand. Shaking, securing. Shaking some more. Then I use good shampoo motion, just like I'm working shampoo into the hair. Getting it all the way down to the scalp, in and out with the fingers. Working my way down the back of the head, taking the hair and making sure it's secure behind the ears. Begin to twist the hair, clockwise motion, and give it a squeeze. Then part the hair, separates the top section from the bottom section. Gather it in my left hand and my right to give it a squeeze, and a squeeze, and a squeeze. Then set it to the side and take just the bottom half of the hair, leave it a squeeze, and a squeeze, and one more squeeze. Then go under the hair with my fingers. Do some more shampooing motions. Nice, strong, firm. Really getting in there and stimulating the scalp. Doing some tapping motions with just the tops of my fingers. I tap all around the head. Doing very light taps. So I just did some strong squeezes and shampooing. It's a nice variation. Then using some different tapping methods. Use the side of my hand and the tips of my fingers to go over the head. Then I go ahead and take the brush I comb the hair. Again, doing it very slowly. Then separate the hair into a section. Hold it with my hand and I take the brush. I smooth it out. I twist it. Twisting it into a fairly tight twist. I just hold it. I squeeze it, moving the scalp ever so slightly. And I set it to the side. Then take the brush out the sections I haven't done. Using my finger, I take another section of hair, use the brush to comb it out. And twist the hair. Give it a nice tight squeeze. Then I release it. Set it to the side with the other twist. Then separate out another section of hair. Again, taking the brush, running it over that section so it's nice and smooth. Twist and squeeze, twist and squeeze. Then I release it and place it again with the other hair, separating another section of hair. I brush it so it's nice and smooth. Taking time to work on the ends. Then taking two together, I begin to twist them together. Taking the other two, begin to twist those together. Twisting everything together. Wrapping it up the head. Just letting the hair at the end fall across. Just playing with the hair a little bit. Seeing what happens when I wrap it around. And then letting it go. Doing a little shampoo motion at the top of the head. Take both hands. I squeeze. And I bring my hands upward towards the top of the head. I squeeze with both hands on the scalp. Just above the ears. And one head on the forehead and one at the back. I squeeze and I bring them together. One on the forehead and one on the back. Squeeze and bring them together. Doing this again. Squeeze. Bring them up. And bring them together. Then I do some gentle hair fluffing. Just where I barely grab the hair and I bring my hand away. Barely bring it to the scalp. Grab just a little bit of the hair, then quickly release it. Just working on the right side of the head. I then begin to grab just little strands of hair, pull them up and away from the scalp, just like I'm picking at the hair, just picking ever so slightly, grabbing one strand and then quickly grabbing the next, pulling it out and releasing it. Then I grab the brush, going through the hair, working my way down the hair, starting each time the hairline, top of the forehead, and working with the brush all the way down to the very tip of the hair. Going on top and going underneath the hair. Smoothing it back with just my hands. over the hair. Let my hands just glide all the way down to the tip. Grasping the hair and taking it away to out from the back, the neck, and the scalp. Smoothing it down. Just playing with it and watching it fall. Taking my brush again, working through the hair, bringing it up from the neck, under the hair, behind the ears, up from the neck, under the hair, behind the ears. Then releasing the hair, let it fall back in place. Making sure the hair is behind the ear. Go around the ear, just with the tips of my fingers. And just fluffing the hair, giving it volume, motion. Just bring it up and set it back down. And doing a final brushing. Split the hair in half. Place it on both sides. Huge thanks to my November patrons, John Bates, Matt Basta, Becky Cairns, and Anonymous Giver number 1.